Greetings, Pokemon fans, and welcome back to Polywars Wrath. My name is JD, and happy 4th of July to all the Americans out there, and happy Friday to all the non-Americans out there. We are doing a playthrough today of Pokemon Crystal, fully optimized using Togetic. Togetic is known as the happiness Pokemon. It's red, white, and blue, just like the American flag. We're going to dive into this first battle. It's against our rival. Our rival's name is Triple Question Mark, as per tradition. It's going to come out with a Chikorita. Chikorita was chosen by accident, and I just didn't feel like correcting it, so we chose Chikorita. We named our Pokemon Cloud. And with 4 pecks, which you think it'd only take 2, but we did get growled, so cut our attack stat in half. We knock out Chikorita, get a pretty easy win. I'm going to move right on to this route here, and we're going to talk about this Pokemon. First thing is we are doing an optimized playthrough, so we do not have to worry about evolution. Togepi was quite abysmal, and Togetic isn't that much better, but it's better than playing through with Togepi for sure. So that's the first part. Second part is we can pull a move from our breeding move set, so we don't start off with Charm and Growl. When we did that in the original playthrough, we actually had to spam all that just to use Struggle. And then at level 7, we ended up getting Metronome, making it a little bit easier, but wasn't much easier. Metronome's kind of a garbage move as well. It's really much a crapshoot. So we started off with a breeding move, which is Peck. You didn't really have a lot of good options. Either Peck or Mirror Move, I think, were the 2 best. So I went with Peck. Peck will help us get through the early game pretty easy. There's a lot of bug Pokemon, a lot of grass Pokemon, so this will really help. And then once we beat Faulkner's Gym, Peck will be boosted. It starts out at 35 base power. With Stab, it jumps up to 52. And then whenever we beat Faulkner's Gym, we get another 10% boost to all of our flying moves. So this will be super boosted by the time we get out of Faulkner's Gym. And it's not the greatest move, like I said, in this Pokemon. If you didn't watch my prediction video, this Pokemon does not synergize. It is a flying normal, which all flying normal moves are physical in this generation. And it has a very low physical attack stat and very high special. It does not make sense. But I don't work for Game Freak, so I don't get to make those decisions. We did do Bellsprout Tower. All of them up there were Bellsprouts, so a lot of easy experience, and it was stupid not to do it. So we're going to go ahead and face Faulkner. Now, Faulkner, basically, each Pokemon cannot use Mud Slap. It would have no effect on us at all. So we're going to go ahead and use Peck and knock out the Pidgey. Pidgeotto looks like it's going to be a 3-shot, unless we get a critical hit. We do not. However, we get a 3-shot, knock it out, go to level 14. Beat Faulkner, and now we have a nice boost to our physical attack stat. Or I'm sorry. Well, we do have a boost to our physical attack stat. We also have the boost to flying moves. And we move right on to our second rival battle. It made sense just to go right into it. Mud Slap really doesn't have a lot of use in this playthrough other than this battle. That way we have a decent move for Ghastly, but we end up using Peck anyway, so it didn't really matter. Swift will almost be a 1-shot with Zubat. He bites us, doesn't do any damage. And now Peck is going to be at least a 2-shot with Bayleaf. Oh, it's going to be a 3-shot now. Knock it out, very good. Get the win over our second rival battle, and I'm going to move right on to Bugsy. Now, Bugsy is the bug gym leader. We have a huge advantage here, so this gym really is a cakewalk, and we're super simming all these battles. And we'll jump right into our second gym leader, which is Bugsy. Bugsy is going to come out with a Metapod. We're going to go for Peck. It's not going to one-shot. It's so close, but it doesn't one-shot. Again, showcases how bad our attack stat is, that we can't one-shot something with a 2x effective move, and that is Stab. And then we knock out this Scyther, and we knock out the Kakuna. So very good. We get the win over Bugsy, and we're going to move right on to Forest, where we're going to heal first. I guess I'm not going to heal. And we're going to go and get a Headbutt. Headbutt is going to be a decent move. It's a little bit better than Swift. So Swift is 60 base power. Headbutt is 70 base power. Actually, we're not going to move Swift. We're going to move Metronome. Metronome is garbage. And yeah, we got a lot of physical normal moves here, but they're a lot better than using Metronome for sure. And with that being said, we're going to move into Whitney's Gym. Now, Whitney's Gym, once we beat it, will give us another 10% boost to all of our normal moves, which is good. We need the experience, and we need all the boosts, as much boost as we can get with this Pokemon. And we're going to super sim all these battles and face Whitney. Whitney is going to come out with a Clefairy. Again, another Pokemon that's actually Fairy type in other generations, but normal in this one. Go for Headbutt. We do not outspeed the Miltank. That's not fun. But we do not want Miltank to also get rolling with Rollout, because we are weak to rock moves, so that could have been bad. However, we do beat Whitney. We get a boost to our normal moves. We get a move called, I think we get a move called Charm or Attract. Not useful at all for this Pokemon. I'm going to move right on and face the rock tree thing known as Sudowoodo. Sudowoodo is going to come out, and it's going to come out, and we got to worry about one move really with this Pokemon, and that move is Rock Throw. But other than that, we can use Mud Slap. Mud Slap seems to be decently effective, and is also lowering its accuracy, so it can't really hit us. It does hit a Rock Slide, does decent damage. We get the win, we get the knockout. And we're going to move right on to this next area. We're going to pick up Hidden Power. Now, in this playthrough, we chose Hidden Power Ice. It was what we did in the last playthrough. With Hidden Power Ice, we're going to move right on to the Kimono Girls. Now, the Kimono Girls are an opportunity I like to take with every video I have in Crystal and Pullback and just talk about the channel a little bit. So the first thing is, if you're not already, make sure you're subscribed. Subscribing tells me and YouTube that you're willing to come back and watch my videos. We're at 528 subscribers right now. We're striving for 600. So your subscription goes a long way towards that goal. Really appreciate that. The other things that helps out this channel, but this video specifically, is if you like and comment. If you have any comment about methodology, which Pokemon I'm doing next, why I'm doing this Pokemon, why I'm doing the things the way I do it, comment down below. As long as it's respectful, I'll reply back to all of them. And then the other thing is liking. If you like this video, it gets it out to more people. The algorithm doesn't require the engagement, so commenting, liking, all those things help. And I mean, hey, if you share it as well, that's even better, because then you can get out to your friends and more people, and then more people can enjoy these videos, and they can comment and like, and it's snowball effect. So your engagement leads to more engagement. Got this last Pokemon here, Jolteon. It's actually the one we're weak to, but we knock it out with one headbutt. We beat the Kimono Girls, and we're going to move right on to our third rival battle, where he's going to lead out with a Haunter. Haunter is going to come out, and we're going to go for Safeguard. I don't know why we go for Safeguard here. I blundered it, but Safeguard makes it so we can't get put to sleep. I don't know why we just didn't go for Hidden Power again. It is what it is, but we get the knockout. And we're going to move right on to Magnemite. Magnemite will go down to Headbutt. We're going to make it flinch. Don't take any damage. Knock it out very good. Zubat comes out. It's level 20, so we should get a one-shot here with a Headbutt. Very good. And then the last Pokemon is Bayleaf. Peck will be a two-shot. Maybe Hidden Power Ice would have been better. I don't know. But we get poisoned. Not a big deal. We fall right through the floor, right into Morty's lap. Morty. It's a Pokemon, Morty. And then now Morty's going to come out with its Ghost Pokemon. First Pokemon is Ghastly. Now, Ghastly, we set up a little bit with a Safeguard here, so we can't get put to sleep. We do get Cursed, but not a big deal. Peck knocks out the Ghastly. I don't think it would have been a one-shot. I don't think it would have been. Hidden Power would have definitely been a one-shot. We one-shot the Haunter, very good. And now we're going to two-shot the Gengar. Like I said, it cannot put us to sleep, so we take a little bit of Curse damage, not a big deal. And we're not going to one-shot the Haunter. It doesn't do anything other than look at us meanly. We knock out the Haunter, and we beat Morty. Then we're going to go right on face old Chucky Boy. Now, Chucky Boy is the one gym we're actually have an advantage over, and we stupidly did not play this right. So if you look in the top left corner, I actually equipped the Sharp Beak so that Peck can be more powerful, but we didn't go for Peck. We actually went for Double Edge, and we also didn't go for Safeguard to prevent us from being put to sleep or confused by the Poliwrath. So we one-shot the Primeape. That's not the problem. The problem is Poliwrath puts us to sleep, and even when we wake up, we're confused. So now when we wake up, we're confused and we hit ourselves. So we wake up here. If we just hit it once, we'd have knocked it out. But we knock ourselves out and we lose to old Chucky Boy. That's our first loss of the game. Not a big deal. So now we just got to go in and be a little bit smarter. And again, we didn't use Peck. We go for Safeguard though to prevent us from getting put to sleep or confused. So knockout with Peck, very good. Poliwrath comes out and it looks like it's going to be at least a two-shot. But to be safe, we're going to go ahead and do Double Edge. We get the win over Chucky Boy. And after the win with Chuck, we're going to move right on to the Lighthouse, where we're going to give the medicine to Ampharos. He's going to be so excited and feel so much better. He flashes us. Right there, he flashed us. And now we're going to move right on from this to the Lake of Rage, where we're going to go ahead and face Red Gyarados. He's all hulked out, all angry and hulked out. And we're going to go ahead and use Double Edge. It looks like it's going to be a two-shot. Thrash barely tickles us. We knock it out. And we're going to move right on to the next part, which is our battle with Christ, the gym leader. He is the Ice Gym leader. We are actually weak to this gym. If we don't play it correctly, he's going to lead out with a Seal. Seal's going to come out. We're going to go for Peck on Seal, which was dumb. We should have gone for Double Edge, but not a big deal. Peck will knock it out. Very good. Next is Dugong Gong 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 Gong. And we're going to go for Double Edge on the Dugong. It's a one-shot. Very good. And we're going to have the last Pokemon, which is Piloswine. Piloswine will go down to 2. Well, actually 3 now, because, you know, he healed. But it actually is 2, because we got a better range on the second one. So we knock out Price. Very easy win. And right now we're going to go ahead and face Jasmine. Now, Jasmine, I anticipated this being multiple attempts, because we don't really have a great option for this. We do avoid being Thunder Waved because we went for Safeguard. Hidden Power seems to be a 2-shot, so this will avoid being Thunder Waved by both of the Magnemites, because we have Safeguard up. We don't get paralyzed. Now, we do not have a lot of health going into the Steelix, so that was concerning to me. However, Hidden Power Ice knocks out in 2 hits, and it doesn't hit us with Iron Tail, so we take no damage back from the Steelix, and we move right on to our 4th rival battle. Our 4th rival is going to come out with a Golbat. Golbat will go down to 1 Hidden Power Ice. There we go. So 1-shot, very good. We level up to level 49. We are getting up there in levels, so that's actually good because we do not have a great stats in general, so getting high levels is helping us. Magnemite goes down to 1 Double Edge. Shadow Ball on the Haunter, very good. Sneasel comes out, Sneasel Pleasel. Then we're going to go for Double Edge on the Sneasel. It should be a 1-shot or Fly. Either one of them should knock it out, very good. And the last Pokemon is Meganium. Meganium should go down to 1 Fly, very good. We beat our rival, pretty convincing win. And now starts the rival Claire rival sandwich. Now we're going to face Claire, the Dragon Gym leader. And she's going to lead out with 3 Dragonite and then a Kingdra. 3 Dragonite are weak to Hidden Power Ice. So it is a 1-shot. 1-shot on the first one. 1-shot on the second one. And it will be 1-shot on the third one. We have a very high special attack compared to our physical attack. So this is why these are very effective even though they're not stab. And then Kingdra will go down to a multi-hit Double Edge. We're going to go for Hidden Power Ice. Which almost critical hits it. Wow, that was close. But we beat Claire nonetheless, and we're now going to move right on from Claire into our final rival battle of the game. This is completing the rival Claire rival sandwich, and we're going to go ahead and face our rival. Sneasel comes out, the first Pokemon. We're going to go for Double Edge. Double Edge will 1-shot the Sneasel, very good. Gets the knockout. Magneton comes out next, and Magneton we're going to go for Double Edge. We get paralyzed here, but it's not a big deal. We should have just equipped the Paralyzed Cure Berry, but we get a 2-shot knockout on the Magnemite. Now, you'd think this battle is about to go off the rails, and maybe it will, but let's see how this battle plays out. Hidden Power Ice knocks out the Golbat, very good. Haunter comes out. We're going to go for Shadow Ball. As long as we hit it, it's a knockout, very good. We are cursed, so if we miss, that's how we can lose this battle. Shadow Ball on the Kingdra, or I'm sorry, the Kadabra, and then Meganium comes out, and if we just hit it with a Hidden Power Ice, we should knock it out. Very good. So very, very scary battle, but we get the win and go to the Elite Four. We're about to go into the Elite Four, but first we're going to go ahead and look at our moveset and the stats of this Pokemon before we go in. So the moveset for this Pokemon is as follows. We have Hidden Power Ice, Double Edge, Shadow Ball, and Fly. We have a couple things we can equip. We have the Never Melt Ice. We also have the Pink Bow. We can also equip the Berry, things like that to help paralysis, so on and so forth. We also have the Sharp Beak if at all necessary for Fly. But I don't think we will use the Sharp Beak in this, except for yeah, we probably used against old Bruno there. We don't talk about him very much, but we're definitely gonna add the Sharp Beak to make our moves more effective. So let's go ahead and move on to the stats of this Pokemon. Stats of this Pokemon are as follows: attack is 96, defense is 145, special attack is 142, special defense is 170, and speed is 96. In the bottom left corner, you're gonna see that the stats are already modified with the corresponding badge. So that's actually our in-battle stats. Without further ado, let's dive into the Elite Four. The first member of the Elite Four will be Will. He is a Psychic trainer, and he will lead out with a Xatu. Now, Xatu is actually not a horrible Pokemon. It's actually our next Pokemon, but it's going to lead out with Xatu, and we have a couple options for this. We're going to go for Hidden Power. No, we're not. We're going to go for Shadow Ball. Very good. Shadow Ball is a 1-shot. Jinx comes out. We're going to go for Shadow Ball on the Jinx. It looks like we're going to clean sweep with Shadow Ball here. And then Slowbro is going to come out and go for Shadow Ball again. Nope, it's a 2-shot. Slowbro's pretty bulky. That's pretty common. So knock out the Slowbro. Go for a Xatu. It's a 1-shot as well. Is the Executor a 1-shot? Drum roll. Brrr. Is it a 1-shot? Oh, Fly, actually. No, why do we do that? Shadow Ball's been doing great. It wouldn't have been a 1-shot anyway, but we do get the knockout nonetheless. Take a couple hits from Psychic. We beat Will, and we're going to move right on to Koga. Koga is the Poison Specialist of the Elite Four. He's going to lead out with an Ariados. Now, we have some couple good options for Ariados. We can use Fly, we can use Hidden Power, but we're going to go for Fly. It is a super effective move, 2 times effective. We knock it out. Fortress comes out next. We're going to go for Fly on the Fortress. It's going to keep going for Protect. So this Pokemon, this is where the AI is a little bit better in Generation 2 than 1. Every time we go for Fly, it's going to go for Protect. So we're going to go for every time. And so what we need to do is just go for Hidden Power Ice. Shadow Ball is not going to do much. Hidden Power Ice will do about a third. Very good. And then one more time. No, protects itself, so it's going to wait one more turn. Hidden Power Ice knocks it out. Very good. And now we got Muck. Muck's going to come out. We don't really have a great move with Muck, so we're going to use our most physically powerful move. We're going to one-shot the Muck with critical hit. Don't know if that mattered or not, but we get a knockout. Crobat comes out next. Should be Hidden Power Ice. We're going to go for Double Edge. Is it a one-shot? It is not a one-shot. It's going to heal. It's going to go for a 4-store. We're going to go for Hidden Power Ice. And its evasiveness has been increased with Double Team. 1-shot with Hidden Power Ice. Very unexpected there. We're going to go for Fly. And we're going to knock out the Venomoth with Fly. So Koga is a first try victory as well. So far 2 for 2 on first try victories. And now let's see if Bruno gives us any fits. He shouldn't give us any fits, but we're going to go ahead and take on Bruno. We equip the Sharp Beak. We're going to go for Fly on Hitmontop. Hitmontop can't dig or anything and hit us, but it is going to go for Protect as well. What is with these Pokemon using Protect? So I don't understand that, but it is what it is. Double Edge will knock it out, and we're going to progress on from there. The rest of the Pokemon, we're going to go for Hidden Power Ice on the Onix. It's a one-shot, and at least 3 Fighting-type Pokemon left. Hitmonchan should go down to 1 Fly. Go up and fly and hit it. Very good. And the next Pokemon is Machamp. I don't think Machamp's a one-shot. It is. Wow, I'm very surprised at that one. Gets the one-shot very good. And Hitmonlee should also be a one-shot. We're going to heal after this, so we can just go for a quick knockout. Very good. We get a win over Bruno. That is 3 for 3 on first try victories. And now we're moving on to Karen, who is the derailer of first try victories of all the Elite Four members. And she's going to lead out with an Umbreon. Umbreon comes out. We're going to go for Double Edge on the Umbreon. We get a 2-hit knockout and misses a Sand attack. So this battle starts off with the best case scenario. We knock out the opposition without taking any damage or getting any afflictions to us like Araxi or being fused, whatever. So now we're going to go ahead and knock out the Murkrow with Hidden Power Ice. Very good. Now there's 2 Pokemon left. One is Houndoom. We don't have a great move for Houndoom, but anything physical is actually great against Houndoom because it's frail. And then the last Pokemon is Vileplume. I don't know why we're going for Fly. Fly does not make sense. I keep going for Fly. We get the knockout, but Hidden Power Ice is the better option because our special is better. This is just where my negligence could really cost us things, but it has not. And our final member of the Elite Four. So we're 4 for 4. Now can we beat the champion Lance? So Double Edge will be a 2-shot on the Gyarados. He's just going to go for Rain Dance. That's all he ever does. Dragonite comes out. 4 times effective Hidden Power Ice. Knock it out very good. Another 4 times effective Hidden Power Ice. Knock it out very good. We do not have the Never Melt Ice equipped. We equipped the Paralyzed Cure Berry just in case we didn't have enough range. But we knock out the Aerodactyl in 1 hit as well. Critical hit. Don't know if it mattered, but knockout nonetheless. Now we're going to go for Double Edge on the Charizard. It's a 1-shot. And now all we have is 1 Dragonite left. The level 50. Is it a 1-shot? It is a 1-shot. So we get the win over Lance, the liar with the flyers, as my guy Squidgy would say. And we're just tapping, trying to get that time locked into the Elite Four. And we're going to do 1 hour and 25 minutes and 15 seconds. Very good. So when you compare that to our previous playthrough, we beat the Elite Four in 1 hour. Where did that go? I'm going to put it back on there. I'm going to put it back. I don't know why that went away. I'm just going to leave it there and pause it. That was not supposed to go away like that. I must have messed up whenever I was doing the editing. Not a big deal. Wow, I'm actually surprised that happened. I'm a little upset at myself that that happened. Nonetheless, we beat the Elite Four in 1 hour and 25 minutes and 15 seconds. And we beat the Elite Four last time we played through at 2 hours and 16 minutes. So we saved not quite an hour, but 59 minutes of time, or 50 some minutes of time. So that's good. I'm very excited about that. We saved a lot of time there, but that is only half the battle. Now we have to go ahead and take on Kanto and then take on Red. So I'll see you guys over in Kanto. With the Elite Four finished, we are in Kanto now, and we're taking on the Kanto gym leaders. And I'm not going to comment on these gym leaders. They're pretty obsolete. There's nothing really to comment on. They're all pretty much 1-shot knockouts, maybe 2-shot knockout battles, or nothing's knockdown, drag out. There's really not a lot of things going on with these battles. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about the channel like I did earlier with the Komodo Girl. So first thing, the series that you're watching right now is a series where we're playing through the Pokédex in order. Now, before I decided to do optimized playthroughs, I just played through in order, and we're continuing with the Pokédex in order. So what I did was I decided to start playing through optimized and having a playthrough where we're fully evolved with an egg move. There's so many possibilities in Generation 2. You could do so many things with Generation 2. There's breeding moves, so you can have a Pokemon that can have like 3 or 4 breeding moves. There's just so many options. You don't have a lot of those options in Generation 1 unless you know how to code, which I don't know how to. But with this Pokemon and with all these Pokemon in Generation 2, you can actually do so many things. This Pokemon can do Peck, it could do mirror move, it could add so many other things. There's so many dynamics you can do. There's what if scenarios because it's such a broader move pool that you get access to, so on and so forth. So that's what Generation 2 presents us. So right now we're finishing up this playthrough. The next playthrough will be Xatu. Xatu will be fully evolved and optimized, so it'll be a fun playthrough. And then we get right back into order of the Pokédex where we're going to jump to Wobbuffet. Wobbuffet will not get an optimized playthrough. This Pokemon cannot be optimized. The only thing we're going to do is there's a move where it has Destiny Bond. We're going to swap that out for Mimic, and that's it. That's all we're going to do. Destiny Bond has no utility in a playthrough, so I'm going to delete that move. And we're going to substitute in Mimic, which is one of its event moves that we can get. So that'll be helpful for sure. And then other than that, we have another series we're doing on this channel where we're playing through Pokemon Blue. What we're playing through is every type. So right now we've got the fighting type and the fire type done. And we have a ranking list where it puts it in a tier. And that's been pretty exciting. I've been really enjoying those videos. One of my favorite Pokemon ended up being the top fighting Pokemon, which is Poliwrath. That's what's in my logo. So yeah, it's been very exciting. The next type we're going to do is probably flying type. The first Pokemon we do, Drio, is a flying normal type. So anything that's not flying normal, that's flying something else, like flying poison, like Golbat, will be classified in the poison section. Just like Moltres was flying fire, it's classified in the fire section. Okay, so that's how we're doing that, and I'm real excited. What type do you want me to do next after flying type? Comment that down below. But I've been having a good time, and we have a good ranking thing that we do at the end of every video. There's a tier maker list that we've made, and we just throw the gifts in of where it ranks and where it lands in the playthrough and everything like that. So it's been very fun to do those things. I've enjoyed those so much, and having a tier maker really does help me organize it pretty well. And we are finishing up with the gym leaders here. We are facing off against Blaine right now, and we're going to knock out Blaine, and Magmar comes out, and we should just be able to go for Shadow Ball, or even, I don't know, Double Edge might be a better option than Shadow Ball, but get the knockout. Now Rapidash comes out. How good or bad is Shadow Ball? Double Edge is the one-shot. Very good. So that leaves 2 gym leaders left, and we're going to come in with a battle against Janine. Janine is not a good gym leader at all. She's actually quite horrible. Hidden Power Ice should one-shot the Crobat. And then Weezing comes out. Is Hidden Power Ice a one-shot on the Weezing? Nope. We're going to go for Double Edge. That'll be a one-shot for sure. Very good. Weezing number 2. Double Edge comes out. Very good. So now we have Ariados and we have Venomoth. Ariados comes out. Very good. Double Edge number 1. And Venomoth comes out. And it should also be a one-shot as well. Double Edge knocks it out. Very good. So we get a pretty easy win over Janine. We're at level 72 going into our battle against Blue. Now Blue can be tricky. He does have a pretty diverse team, so you don't always have anything great for all of his Pokemon. But he's going to lead out with a Pidgeot. Pidgeot's going to come out, and we should really just be going for Double Edge here, or Hidden Power Ice is a good one. Knock it out in one go. It doesn't always happen with Blue. We don't always have an option to one-shot. We one-shot the Rhydon as well. Maybe it's just because we're way higher level. That might be something helping us out. Double Edge will one-shot the Alakazam. We do not outspeed. So as a Pokemon, we are almost 20 levels higher than we did not outspeed. That was a little bit concerning. Go for Shadow Ball. Looks like it'll be a 2-hit. We did get a critical hit. Don't know if that mattered there. Double Edge will one-shot the Gyarados. Arcanine comes out. We're going to go for Shadow Ball on the Arcanine. We do not want to get it in the healing loop, so we'll go for Double Edge. Knock it out. Very good. Now there's 1 Pokemon left with the Executor. And Executor should go down to 1 Hidden Fire Blast. Nope, it does not go down to 1 Fire Blast. That is very concerning. Okay. But we knock it out nonetheless. It heals, and Hidden Power Ice is not going to knock it out in one go. Oh, it gets a critical, so we do knock it out. So now with Blue done, we are about to go through this hellacious slog that is the red battle. So we're going to get a whole bunch of these resets here, and then we want an opportunity where we either A, we don't get charmed, or B, Thunder hits us and it doesn't paralyze it. We get a lot of early resets really quick, and like right there we get paralyzed by Thunder. So right there is a paralysis. So now this, I believe, is an opportunity where we actually get to play through and see what happens when we get to face the Pokemon. So Pikachu will go down to 1 Double Edge. We did get hit by Thunder, but we do heal a little bit. That's why we have the leftovers equipped. We do go for Zap Cannon here. Zap Cannon will paralyze Blastoise, preventing it from hitting us with any real attacks. It does have Blizzard, which is super effective against us because we're flying. So we do not want to get hit by that. Shadow Ball knocks out Blastoise. Now it comes out with an Espeon. Shadow Ball. I think I have it equipped, so it's like a 2-shot attempt, but it raises defense. So Double Edge does look like it's going to be a 2-shot, but it doesn't knock it out. Shadow Ball does not knock it out on its 3rd attempt. So now we are at pretty low health going into the Snorlax. Now Snorlax is usually one of the biggest problems that we have. He has good physical attack stat, he's very bulky, and he knocks us out with Body Slam. And we have to use a very risky strategy to beat him anyway. Here's another attempt where we're going to go ahead and go for Double Edge on the Pikachu. The best case scenario is it goes for Charm and misses, but that scenario has not happened yet. Zap Cannon on the Blastoise. It paralyzes. Very good. We do not get hit by a Blizzard, so we're going to go for Shadow Ball. And really, we're just, I don't know why I went for Fire Blast there. That was a waste of time. We did get hit by Blizzard. That could have been bad. But we're going to heal a little bit, and then Espeon's going to come out. If we just outspeed the Espeon, would be great. But if we want to outspeed the Espeon, we got to equip the Quick Claw. A lot of things here could really help out throughout the course of the battle, but we don't have that luxury. And we can't switch items in battle. I've never even attempted that or considered that before until this very moment. But we can't do that. So Leftovers is replenishing our health at a very good rate, and we need that. So that's a great scenario right there. We get Charm, it misses. We have full health going into the Blastoise. We're going to hit Zap Cannon. If it ever hits. If it ever hits. And it hits once. Very good. And we get paralyzed. So we get hit by Blizzard. Nothing happens. We don't get frozen or nothing. We just got to knock it out now. Shadow Ball should knock it out. Very good. Decent health going into the Espeon. Now what we would like here is honestly go for Psychic. Because I'd rather have that than have its defense go up, and that defense carries over to Snorlax, and we really need to knock out the Snorlax as fast as possible. So we get to the Snorlax, and Leftovers is kicking in, it's helping us out, and so now we're going to go for Zap Cannon. Zap Cannon will paralyze Snorlax, and it will still up its special, so now we can transition and go to Fire Blast, which I don't know why we just went for Fire Blast. I don't know why. Double Edge is the play here. One more Double Edge can knock it out. We didn't get paralyzed on the Body Slam. So it looks like we have a scenario where we're going to be able to get through the Snorlax. And that leads us to the next Pokemon, Charizard. We do not outspeed, and he's going to one-shot us. He's going to one-shot us from 57 HP. It is what it is. So now we've seen a scenario where it's possible to get through there. We can just have a little bit more health. Maybe we can actually beat Snorlax. We added Psychic because we didn't really have a use for Fire Blast. We're going to use that as our move to take out Venusaur when we have the opportunity. So we're going to go ahead and go for Shadow Ball, Psychic, I'm sorry. The Paralysis is working very well on the Blastoise. Full health going into the Espeon. We're going to go for Double Edge. It is not a one-shot, it's very close. And Shadow Ball, it's nothing is one-shotting the Espeon. That's kind of the problem right now. We're at level 83. I don't know if I mentioned that. We do have to leave and level up. We're going to have to do that because we're not over damage running threshold, so that's something we're going to have to do. But we're not getting the knockout on Snorlax. He is paralyzed. Now, the one thing that Snorlax can do that's annoying is Snorlax can actually go for Rest, and he'll heal up, and he'll get rid of the status condition. But it knocks us out nonetheless. So 24 resets now. Much later in the playthrough, we jumped up to 2 hours and 8 minutes. And now with 24 resets under our belt, we are up to level 88. And so now we're going to try this battle again. We actually get a pretty good range on the Pikachu. We get frozen. That's fun. And so now we're going to go for another attempt on the Pikachu. We're at resets at 27 resets. And a lot of them, like I said, are those quick resets where we don't want to get charmed or whatever. So we're at 27 resets. We knock out the Pikachu. Do we one-shot the Blastoise? Do we hit the Blastoise? That's a better question. So Zap Cannon on the Blastoise. Not quite a one-shot. So close, but not quite a one-shot. And we're going to go for Psychic on the Blastoise. No, don't go for Rest. Okay, we can go for Rest because, well, it's going to go for Blizzard. It could freeze us. But the whole point of going for that is, well, Blastoise is hitting a move that almost never hits anymore. I guess we're going to make sure it gets rid of all this PP. I guess that's the benefit to it. And we're going to go for Rest again. Heal up. Hopefully it can't hit us. Hopefully it's just paralyzed. If it stays paralyzed, that's great. Because now it can't really hit us. We're fully healed. We're going to knock it out. And we're going to be fully healed going into the Espeon. We still do not outspeed the Espeon, even at level 88. So what's going to happen here is Double Edge. Hopefully we can one-shot now. That's good. So we don't take any more damage from Psychic. And now we're on to the Snorlax. Snorlax, we want to go for Zap Cannon. We want to paralyze it. If it's paralyzed, its odds of hitting us go down immensely. It does hit us with Body Slam. That does happen. Double Edge. Looks like it's going to be close. Okay, maybe one more will knock it out. We're going to go for Rest just to heal up some health here. And he's going to heal up as well. So I guess the first one of us to wake up is going to win this battle. But we actually might just paralyze and go right back to sleep. So we're going for Zap Cannon on the Snorlax as soon as we wake up. As soon as we wake up, Zap Cannon, paralyzed. That's while I was playing through that, I'm like, why didn't I paralyze? Because it was still asleep. That was dumb on my part. Should have gone for Double Edge. Now he's paralyzed, and now we're going to take this opportunity to knock it out. Double Edge has 16 power points left. We did save one PP for Zap Cannon for the Snorlax. We heal up. He heals up as well. This is not going great at all. This is so frustrating. But we're going to go for Double Edge as soon as we wake up. I'm just going to go for Broke. Not going to worry about paralyzing it or anything. Just go for broke and see what happens here. Woke up, Double Edge. Looks like Double Edge is about half damage. Body Slam does not knock us out, does not paralyze us, which is good. Double Edge, good. We knock out the Snorlax. We have a lot of health going into the Charizard. We do have one Zap Cannon left. Let's see if the Zap Cannon does anything. Zap Cannon does hit it. It does knock it out in one go. And now the battle is a foregone conclusion. Venusaur is not going to be a threat to us at all. We are just going to rest just to be safe. That way it doesn't get like some kind of critical hit, knock us out. But from full health, this Pokemon can't do anything to us. All it has is like Solar Beam and Giga Drain to damage us. And none of those things are going to do any damage. We are a flying type. We resisted to it. So we get the win. We get the knockout over Venusaur. And now we're going to go ahead and look at this. And I'm going to pause it just in case the thing decides to fly away again. So we beat the game at 2 hours and 12 minutes and 35 seconds. And to compare that to our original playthrough, 2 hours and 58 minutes and 1 second. Or 0.1 seconds. Very good playthrough relative to the original one. That's where I'll classify that statement. Wasn't bad. It wasn't that fun. It was kind of frustrating having... We only had like one... I think we only had one reset going into the red battle. So we got 26 resets. Now, to be fair, probably about 20 of them were because we got charmed or we got paralyzed by thunder. So they were quick resets. That's why I didn't spend too long playing through this battle. But nonetheless, we did get the win. And it wasn't a bad playthrough, but this Pokemon, I'm glad to put it behind me and never have to play through it again. Maybe Togekiss will get a playthrough in Emerald whenever I play through with Emerald, but that's it. And let me know what you think in the comment section down below. This is JD. This happens to be Poliwhirl's Wrath, and we have some playthroughs coming out next week. We have a prediction video on Monday of Xatu. Now, I've kind of already done a Xatu playthrough like this. I did a what if Xatu had confusion to start the game. That was pretty fun. But now we're going to play through an optimized version of it when he gets an actual breeding move, not just a move that I randomly gave him. And then Wednesday, we're starting off, like I said, with our flying type. Play through a Pokemon Blue to figure out who the best flying type is. And we're going to start off with Dugtrio. And then next Friday, obviously, is the playthrough of Xatu. A lot of birds, a lot of flying type Pokemon lately. That's what I got to say. Again, happy 4th of July. Happy Friday to everyone else. Have a good one. I'll see you guys next time.